Well, hello, folks. We're back. We're back, babe. Let's go. Right, we're gonna. Oh boy. Ugh. We're gonna go through the entire checklist. We're gonna get some high probability trades. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so daily time frame touched into a bullish fair value, bearish fair value. 4 hour. This is a current 4-hour market maker buy model. We're in a 4-hour order block, 4-hour fair value gap, 40 minutes till closure. Same for ES. Yes, the NQ, ES, both in 4-hour fair value gaps, market maker buy models. YM, very similar. Let's just check the hourly. Hourly, we had a sweep of Asia high, London high for a displacement lower. It looks possible that we might want to seek. Let me check the dealing range. Because I'm thinking we could have a market structure shift here to then trade lower and back into this as a market maker buy model. Okay, 15-minute structure, 15 minutes bearish. Simple. Let me check. Yeah, news. Daily and weekly profiles. So Right, we got BPR. It's possible that we'll trade back into this our breaker dealing range. Let me check opening range gap. Hey yo, what's up, Akash, bro? Sorry, I was just checking something there. So if we check opening range gap, oh, I'm gonna have to turn this down slightly. Don't think I can. Yo. Oh yeah, it's calm. Alright. Opening range gap, I'm gonna draw it from there. Let's just quickly see. Where does that roughly put us? Oh, there's like no gap. But we do still have that gap from a while ago down here. We've got sell side equals sell side on the regular trading hours gap. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's very similar. Okay. This looks good. We might get a nice day, you know. Let me check YM's price action. Yeah, YM is also dropping. We've got some nice equal lows. I think YM will, yeah, bro. We've got some major SMT up top. If I show the 1 hour, you'll see what I mean. 1 hour is here. It's like this, right? Big man Akash though, what are you doing, bro? How's your week been so far? Don't think we spoke much. No, we didn't. Let's check the NWOGs and NDOGs. For the hourly, right? So the hourly closed below this as an so look, you can see this hourly was being held all throughout this morning as a fair value gap. We swept buy side and now we completely inversed it and we inversed this reclaimed order block here. Okay. Did we close below that wick? We did. So we've completely inversed this as a reclaimed order block. And that's why now I'm confident that we won't seek back into this range here. Still could, but I doubt it. And that's why if we close either below, I suppose, the wick, no, 30 seconds left. This body here is our order block. So this is one of our points of interest. We got our BPR, balanced price range. It's not a great BPR, but it is there. 4 hour. It very much depends because this 4 hour could completely reverse and go bullish since we did just touch our 4 hour order block and we're in a 4 hour fair value gap. So I'm being very mindful of that. Like it literally just could completely reverse and we could get some strong body closures with a fair value gap created, inversing this reclaimed order block, and then we could get maybe a nice buy in that if it wanted to continue higher. Until it does that, I'm bearish. Okay. 9:30 opened. We have dropped. Because look, yeah, if this is the main market maker model here in play, it does seem like maybe we just went higher to sweep this buy side into this inefficiency to then now break down lower, because ultimately in here is a really nice gap that looks like it would likely want to be filled, and then in here you've got some nice buy side on the lower time frames. Sell side, sorry. So we'll see what's the 15-minute giving us. Nothing just yet. The 5-minute is confirming bearish order flow. You can see we created 2 up close candles after completing the reclaimed order block, right? So we closed below this entire reclaimed order block. That's roughly here on the 5-minute is what I'm saying. And after we closed, we created 2 bullish candles to touch into that zone, with the next candle being bearish that closes below those 2, confirming them as an order block, a high probability order block, because they've touched a higher time frame point of interest. So now any digs into that, that was actually a decent sell on like maybe your lower time frames. Oh wow, yeah, like look at the south side we've got there. Hmm. It's a question of where is the Judas? And the Judas was likely this move here as um what time was news? Was it 8:30 or was it 8:45? We can check. 8:30. So 8:30 was news. 8:30 did this candle. That's crazy. So 8:30 went here and straight up. I just want to see. Okay, we'd already swept buy side at that point, but it's quite a nice sweep. If this now trades higher, back into the range is okay. But if I'm saying if we trade higher and are wanting to touch buy side, very, very unlikely. That's a seek and destroy day. Because then at this point we've taken created sell side, taken sell side, taken buy side, taken sell side. I think that's why we can be confident that now this is either a long it should be an intermediate term high once we create like a high on the right, and that should be protected for a while. It confirmed the market maker sell model into like these lows here. Like look how stacked these lows are. Complete low resistance liquidity row, because all of these lows haven't taken each other. You know, we got open, open, open. What? It took that, but it hasn't really taken like major. In fact, that's just equal. And then same here, more equal. This looks good. We get a good trade from here. We've got a 15-minute inverse. Yeah, that 15-minute does look pretty nice because it's not on the hourly. That's why I like that. We've got our 15-minute reclaimed order blocks too. So I'm going to be using either this one or these two if we end up trading deeper. Where's the order block? There. Okay, yes, yo. Doing doing it. Whoa! Oh my god. Yo, that's crazy actually. Oh, so we really do need to be careful because yeah, if we're seeking discount, I'm not too sure where I would draw the range from because you could say basically anywhere, but if we start jumping up the time frames and we'll look for an energetic price run. Okay, if you drew complete this high to that low, there's still more objective to hit our discount. If we drew from here, it definitely touched it. It doesn't matter which direction the market goes. Either way, we'll get a good trade. This don't look that bearish though. Unless it's creating SMT. I doubt it. That candle is just too strong, bro. I don't know what's happened with this candle. It's done like, it's done an entire day's range in one candle, look. One 15-minute candle. And it hasn't even been 15 minutes, it's been 7 minutes. Let's look at the 1 minute. Like, what is that? Yeah. Okay. This is good though, because we're going to be creating high probability PD arrays regardless, right? If this doesn't inverse, then we just use this as a normal 15-minute. But our what is it? Sorry, our 4-hour fair value gap, wherever it starts somewhere, that got touched is our higher time frame point of interest also holding. Then a closure above this candle here tells me that this is our order block here. So I'll just switch it around, and this is now a reclaimed order block, and now we can take potential trades. Yeah, I actually prefer that because the balanced price range, it's just a bit of a shame how this like maybe looks a bit like manipulation now. The fact that we closed below that wasn't that significant. However, no, that's not to say it wasn't significant because actually us closing below that, the retracement that led into here was the result. Um, what would you call it? It's this led to this move going lower instead of it seeking a higher retracement into premium before that. So maybe it's done its job already since now it's touched our higher time frame point of interest. 4 hour. We need to check at 10 o'clock how this 4 hour candle closes. Drawing that out. If we close above, I mean, this entire range is our reclaimed order block. But I would just draw it like that for now. Let's focus on that body. Closure above that midnight would look clean. Endwogs, we did react nicely off of our Endogs. We've got two unfilled, just slightly above buy side. Check YM. Bro, YM is wilding, you know. If you were gonna take a buy in that, I wouldn't take it unless it got more into discount. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have like a crazy stop, you know, like this or something. I don't know. It's too big. Let's check that monthly candle, because this monthly candle ends today. Oh yeah. Is it likely gonna take buy side? It's possible. And then in PM we get retracement. That is possible. But this candle does look decent already, and it looks like it's fairly completed with power of 3. Like weekly, we touched a weekly fair value gap and we're closing bullish. That's quite strong. Daily, also daily shows a very similar signature. Daily fair value gap closing bullish. We've got this as our order block. We are being held slightly here. I think we're just going to try and fill this in. It might work in this range today. But yeah, look, this is why it's important. We need to be checking candle closures because this hasn't confirmed anything bullish yet. Neither, like, well, no, to be fair, it sort of, I mean, like, what is YM doing? That's what I really don't understand. What's going on here now? Swept all of that sell side and we had an instant displacement. I'm really hoping actually it closes above this and that candle. Let me just double check the opening range gap that we got. Yeah, it was basically nothing. So the gap opened here. A very small volume imbalance. It looks fine. 1 minute until closure. We'll be below midnight and 8:30. This would obviously be a partial zone or some kind of point of interest to target if you were to take a long after this inside 10 o'clock. If we check the 5 minutes given us the 5 minute here reacted nicely and created a breaker, and that's exactly what it's going to move off of. Oh, this is clean. Oh, we're gonna get a good trade today. I just know it, bro. Yeah, if today's a seek and destroy day based on the template that's been given, it does seem likely that we would stay in between here. We might finish above, below, it don't really matter. But I do think that based on how market maker models work, this is gonna create balanced price in here. Doesn't have to do much, but it might want to work in. It won't have speed, is what I'm saying, or at least it shouldn't. Okay, 15 minute. Let's draw our point of interest. Let's draw our PD arrays. So we've got our order block. We've got our. I'm gonna just draw the reclaimed order block because it's the higher up one. We have an inverse. Okay, gonna get rid of BPR. So this is our inverse here. It's very small, but it's valid. Same with ES. ES has I'll draw that. I'll get rid of the order block. Since if this is a mini market maker model, right? Like I'm saying, okay, if you were to trade like the 1 minute, if this is a mini market maker model, any premium PD array inside this zone here will provide a Judas or some kind of resistance to price for a pullback. So you know how you've got a clear 1 minute open fair value gap. That might be our Judas to then trade lower, and then it hits the next PD array. I don't know, maybe the breakout or some kind of order block. That will give us the stairway effect. Let's check YM again. Bro, imagine, I would feel so bamboozled genuinely if it can't drop now, because we've got all the time frames in alignment. What do I mean with that? Monthly is bullish, weekly is bullish out of a bullish fair value gap. Daily is bullish out of a bullish fair value gap, creating a bullish order block. 4 hour is bullish because we're in a 4 hour fair value gap and we just touched an order block. Hourly's just touched two down close candles. Here are order blocks. In fact, we respected this as a fair value gap also. So we've respected the fair value gap. 15 minute is closing bullish, creating bullish structure. This is like one of them trades that are like once every week, every 2 weeks or something, where all the time frames are in alignment. So this is going to be a really good trade when we do get our point of interest. We might end up having to close above here before we get. This would be the next point of interest, right? Also the fair value gap that it's creating. So creates a fair value gap. This zone then becomes our higher point of interest. Inverse is this. This then becomes our next point of interest. That 1 minute is giving us some kind of Judas. We'll check back at that later. We didn't really create a bottom wick here. Oh, we did. We did. It's not large. If the 1 minute market maker models, look, here's our low risk buy. So market structure shift, breaker, low risk buy. Now we need to have a first stage distribution and a second stage distribution. They both have to happen. And the second stage distribution will be where the speed. So does it line up and does it look like it would happen sometime in 10 o'clock? It does, right? Whether this happens on the 1 minute, I would look to see okay, 1 minute might sweep that low there and then it might trade higher, or we might just respect this as an order block. The 5 minute, creating a 5 minute fair value gap, potentially the silver bullet 5 minute fair value gap for NQ. We just have to keep adjusting to price. There's no point chasing. It will eventually give us our liquidity sweep trade. It's very unlikely though. We're just going to continue higher with not much retracements doing this. I'm confident that once we create this here, 10 o'clock will give us some kind of pullback so that people trying to chase this now and that aren't patient for their inverse for the liquidity sweeps. Because look at these 5 minute fair value gaps it's creating. You're telling me none of these will get filled? I'm pretty sure. If you were to draw the dealing range too, you know. Something to note is we're going to be creating a BPR. So I'm actually just going to pre-draw this because I'm pretty sure it is. It's going to create it is what I mean. From this low there, because that's the highest version of both of them scenarios, both of them fair value gaps that overlap. What does that mean? It's likely they'll be untouched. How does that relate to the 5 minute? Maybe that 5 minute isn't going to get touched at all because the breaker was already mitigated. So maybe that one higher. If we actually, yeah, if we inverse that here, we're going to have a really nice point of interest available to us because it's going to be so accessible, you know, any small retracement and we're already in our point of interest. Whereas if this is our point of interest here, we need this. That might not happen. Let's check the hourly. In 7 minutes, we're going to be closing, it seems, over this here, which will create us our bullish fair value gap, bullish order block. The 4-hour candle is doing exactly the same in 7 minutes. If we confirm this is an order block, oof, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be clean. This is just one of them days. One of them days. Oh, my screen went black. Okay, I'm back. just took profit on the 1 minute market maker model up to the fair value gap. I'm just getting a piece of it. So the 1 minute market maker model up to the fair value gap. Oh yeah, that's clean, bro. Because yeah, if you were on that 1 minute time frame, you'd have seen that nice market structure shift with this high probability fair value gap. It's overlapped with our breaker here, order block. Even then, right? Think about this. If you were late to that and you missed it, oh, it doesn't quite close above. Okay, I thought it did. But right, you've got an inverse here. So you've got quite many PD arrays in that zone. You've got your inverse, you've got your breakout, order block, fair value gap, and this is an entire mitigation block. There's like 5 PD arrays there. Did it seek discount of that? No, I'm guessing it might have just missed it. Is because this part is a BPR. This small little, well, it's not super small, but it's like that entire bit there is a BPR. Oh, so you've got a BPR as well. Oh my god. So bro, this bit here has like 6 PD arrays, you know. That's crazy. And right, if you were looking for a profit target, okay, yeah, you would have had that 15-minute fully short. You definitely would have had that drawn out, right? And if you narrowed it down to the 5-minute, it's the same low. Down to the 1 minute, it's like this entire bit here. It's just so clean because it's visible on all time frames. So it's an obvious gap to price. Sometimes you might have like a 2-minute gap, but then it's not visible on any other time frame. I suppose if it's visible on more time frames, in my mind, that's just higher probability. How did this 15-minute look? Oh yeah, give us the closure above midnight. Let's look at YM again. Have we traded higher since? No. So yeah, YM did seek a bit of a retracement back into the range. I'm sure Iman's looking at this. Let's see how 5-minute. Oh, 5-minute. We've got a BPR here. Does look clean, you know. If I was a 5-minute market maker, 5-minute silver bullet trader, I'm gonna be real. This literally would be my entry. Maybe halfway or some kind of, you know, better solution. In fact, you could even wait, right, for price to come into here, and instead of just entering right away, then go to the 1 minute, wait for it to do some kind of structure like this, right? Sweep the low, create some kind of CISD, order block, breaker, fair value gap, inverse type change, and then enter either right away or on a slight retracement. And then you've got like the most highest probability silver bullet type entry possible. Oh snap. Yo, I just need to put this on the screen because I'm not trying to get done bad. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is all just a laugh and joke, you know what I'm saying, bruv? Alright, pause it if you need, but we're back. Because man's not licensed out here. gotta sell the Barty to make up for it. Oh, okay. Yo, for the people that left a like on this stream, yeah, and that do this pretty much every time, you guys are actual top G's. True top G's. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that text always on my stream. I'm never gonna get rid of that, like the win rate part, because I think I said it in the last, either the last one or the one before. But if I was a new trader, before you want to learn from anyone, or you want to like, watch someone showing some sort of educational price action price action trading, you kind of want to know if they know what they're talking about and if they're legit. And I think just to see some kind of statistics is always necessary. It's like if you're going to go learn at university, yeah, you want to learn by a proper doctor. Okay, if you're learning doctorate studies, you need to learn by from people that kind of know what they're talking about. They've got the credentials, they've got the certificates, they've passed their exams. Do you know what I'm saying? However, nowadays, any random person can start any YouTube channel and try and teach stuff. There's no credentials, there's no proof, there's no exams that they had to take. Like, oh yeah, so look, we didn't create. So we got our 1 hour order block, 4 hour order block, 15-minute inverse. Damn, this was ruthless. Let me see. Are we up? No, we're not at all-time highs, but it's. Let's just mark this out so we've got it ready. Big ups T, man. Yeah, that would have been, bro. Imagine if you'd held that. Like, nah, that mindset isn't always great to have, but true. Like, if you wanted to have just taken a partial there and traded the full market maker model, could have been quite healthy. But don't stress about it. Don't feel like you're missing out. If that's how you feel right now, don't feel like that, because I can guarantee you almost no one is in this trade right now unless they were in from the bottom. Because, okay, here isn't great. I'll tell you why. If we check ES, did it? No. So here as well, look. We haven't had any liquidity sweeps going up. It's just, and this is on every time frame, right? There's been no opportunity. So I'm very certain that we'll get some kind of retracement back into this range. Either a minor, major. Should have left a runner, bro. Look, yo, imagine leaving a runner. Bro, let me see, right? I'm just going to predict exactly what you might have had as a trade. I could be completely wrong. But let's say you entered, I don't know, there, stop loss. Okay, so nothing too big. Not like a perfect entry and not a perfect thing. What was your risk to reward to there, maybe? Like 1 to something, right? Bro. Yo. I know that's a bit much. This is a bit of a stretch, but it's possible right now. I can definitely see this happening. Yo. Oh snap, look at ES, bro. Oh snap. Yo, they are not playing about, you know. Oh, this is good. This is mad. Friday, are we finishing the market maker model? Let's check it. 15-minute. Oh, this started on like Thursday last week. Look at this entire market maker model here. Alright. 1 to 8s. We be taking 1 to 8s in our sleep, bro. This is crazy, man. Yo. I've got to start drawing out PD arrays on the other side of the chart now. So let me first work my way on the 4-hour and see what we've got. Okay, 4-hour doesn't matter because oh, the hourly, sorry, that was. Yeah, the hourly doesn't even matter. I need a 15-minute. Did we have an hourly? No, so there's no hourly reclaimed order blocks in there. So now, if we close above these here, this is our reclaimed order blocks, boys. This might hold price, but I need to check a bit more just to confirm that. So this might be our new point of interest by the time that 15-minute closes. We'll be able to confirm that by looking at other PD arrays. So the 3 PD arrays that we've got right now, if, let's say this candle closes, bang, we would have our reclaimed order block confidently because it's not viewable on higher time frames, which means that that should be higher probability for the 15-minute. Then we've got an inverse here and we've got a fair value gap. So that's 3 PD arrays right there. You could class this as the order block if you didn't want to look at a more refined, you know, bottom thing. You've got your 8:30 and midnight quite well protected right there. So any manipulation back to it should just be in these ranges of PD arrays. Looks pretty clean to me. I mean, this is a breaker too, this candle here. So yeah. Flipping oh yo, bruv. Yo. Let's get some buy side drawn on that boy. Oh boy. All we needed now was to just be in the maddest long from the bottom, catching them 1 to 100s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's like having to wait for the same thing, some kind of retracement, a liquidity sweep, continuation. Well, let me see that weekly candle again. Oh yeah, look how that's just changed in like half a session. Whoa, that's crazy, man. We've actually had good price action, you know. Some days was a little bit off, but we've had relatively decent price action, I think. Hmm. $9.30. So 9:45. Oh snap! There might have been actually an entry down here, but I doubt it. Not with how I like to look at price action. It seems a little bit um, too not risky, but not as high probability because the structure hadn't confirmed it at that point. Bro. Alrighty. Almost 4 minutes left of this candle. Oh boy. Let's check the 15-minute on that left bit side bit again. Make sure we're not. So that's what I'm saying. Look, there's this candle here. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I don't want that to close above just yet. I prefer this one. I have to keep it actually. It's literally just a waiting game now. It's a very, very natural part of trading. YM touched the top of that breaker. Or did it? I don't know about that. It's a bit strange. Damn. Damn, Daniel. EOS is just reaching. Same as NQ, and that's why I think even if ES takes that buy side, I'm still looking for them higher prices until NQ takes that. So it closed above that reclaimed order block. If I would prefer this lower one, however, if we don't get access into this lower one and we just do some like, you know, this and we miss it type thing, I will still take and use this. So I'm going to be mindful, but essentially we want that lower one. Let's check where. Well, I mean, we might get a retracement all the way back. I know it doesn't seem that likely, but we might. That next candle might dig straight back into this reclaimed order block. The reason I would say that we're valid for looking for buys above 50% of this dealing range now is this. If I draw oh, to be fair, this hasn't closed yet, so I need to wait 15 minutes for this to close. But I'll show you what I was going to explain. By the time this closes, no matter where it closes, it could close down here, up there, don't matter. But when it closes, if we draw this out and we look for any fair value gaps that overlap with this, we've got a small one here, and then we got a tiny bit of this one here, and they are both above 50%, which makes me assume, or not assume, but how I use that information is that if there's a balanced price range, sort of blocking price's path to 50% retracement, then I will just use the PD arrays higher up. Because a balanced price range is a balanced price range. If it blocks 50%, it means 50% might not get touched. That's what we want though. We want it to create speed. We want it to induce traders into thinking that it's some kind of top, or that, you know, the market's going down. It needs to create PD arrays going lower. Part of me would like to put, so this reclaimed order block here, this black candle is his other version of the reclaimed order blocks, And then this here is how he's done it in 2023. This bit of the wick on this black candle is technically the same thing, because all PD arrays are just balanced price ranges, the bread and butter, and total soups. But considering whether to add that, I don't think I will, but it would have touched it in that scenario. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the lower time frames because now everything's ticked off. All I'm waiting for is some kind of low to be put in and a sweep of that low to go higher. And that low could happen anywhere, anytime, you know. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm waiting for. Very nice. This is not an inverse I would take, just to be clear, because there's no liquidity sweep. I still need that lower. Oh, come on, this would look so good now, actually. We've put in a low. traded higher, shown a failure to want to break this fair value gap. So basically what it's showing is this, right? We've had up price action, down price action, up price action, filling it in. So then there's no imbalances here now. So now when it goes lower and it sweeps it, that's good. Because if we then come back up and inverse this, this is all balanced. We shouldn't be coming up here. And then now you can just be confident that because this is all balanced, when you're seeking your entry, right? Let's say you're entering here, price shouldn't want to come for a deep retracement, since it's all balanced. And then it should just have that tap and leave. There is an interdimensional scenario where this doesn't, an alternate universe where this doesn't do the sweep and it just trades higher. But that would be a bit savage. That's not what we're looking for. Yeah, buddy. Like, wait. Let's check what we've created on the 5 minute. We haven't checked that in a while. So the oh, look at this large 5 minute fair value gap. Doesn't that line up with our liquidity sweep and a perfect silver bullet entry? I'm convinced that this whole move is going to carry on all the way into PM, by the way. Unless we take buy side relatively soon. Or at least, into 12. I think like 11 o'clock is still gonna be a decent hour to trade. Not for me though, I don't want to trade it. Never. We need to be wary of any SMT that we get though. So if... Okay. We haven't had any SMT. I'm still holding on to that belief of we're going to get a liquidity sweep before trading higher. I mean, the 5 minute... Look, this is going to create a big 15-minute gap. We're closing inside of this 3 candle pattern, right? This the middle candle, we're not closing above the high, meaning that there's accumulation in that third candle, which is present, creating a higher probability scenario of a sweep, right? Sweep, reversal, distribution. accumulation, manipulation, distribution. It also is a 5-minute large fair value gap lined up with our overlapping PD array. Okay, we've got an old high. Oh, this looks clean. Here we are. We've got our sweep into our point of interest. I can get rid of this top one now. Now we can actually refine it a bit more and say that this is our fair value gap for our inverse currently, unless we create one now dropping lower. That's a larger fair value gap in size. If we close above this, we've got a banging trade, bro. It's like I'd put my life on this trade. Maybe not, but I almost would. I almost feel like that. No fear. We got a juicer incoming. So right, let me draw out my trade tool. Show you what I'm kind of working with right now. Something like that. I'm just going for a 1-to-1, even in these conditions. I don't care. It doesn't change how I feel. Doesn't change my strategy. But in fact, I'll just post. Oh, whatever. Don't matter. Get about the floor, there's no alone. Let me redraw that actually, and who knows, we might get more of a sweep. We might create a different kind of fair value gap. But we have touched the 5-minute. We have touched our 15-minute. No, we haven't. We didn't touch the 15. That's okay though, because we're already in our point of interest, which is the reclaimed order blocks. We did our sweep. We've got a balanced price in here. Like, you can feel hella confident going for this. Hold with a buy side if you're a G, but if you're not, don't worry about it. Be a G another day. Alright, safe, bro. See you, team man. I appreciate that. T-man's a top G around here. Get ready, boys. We might get what we need. Well, maybe not in this candle, but in the next. In the next life. We closed above this big cat bearish candle, making it an order block. Is all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. Same on ES. We made a 2-minute order block. Is all I'm saying. We inversed the 2-minute on ES. Is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bruv. That's all I'm saying. This is music now. I need to get some pop smoke going on in here. But I don't know what it's going to do to my YouTube. I don't know if it like... Um... It might frag my streams up. So it might like make them private because I'm not licensed to use it. And it might take away all my audio. So then you can't hear me talk. So I don't know. I can't risk that. Your buddy. I mean, if it gives another liquidity sweep, I'm fine with that. I'm non-biased. We haven't entered anything yet. In fact, it's even better. It's a better scenario. As also, if it creates a new fair value gap that's bigger, you know, I'll take that too. I think we're touching into that 15-minute gap now. Very nice. YM is as strong as a young buck. Okay, we touched into it. We've got to be mindful of the fair value gaps we're creating. Oh, this is actually a bit of a difficult situation now. Still looks bullish, but I'm just considering how I would enter this trade. Do I still prefer that top fair value gap or something like this one? If I check the 5-minute here, it's possible it trades even lower to then do more of a sweep on ES, which then might give us a better fair value gap to play with. Maybe a 3-minute. This is the more high probability trade. If you want a super high probability entry for a long, take this higher one. if you're more prone to just wanting to get in and you don't mind really taking a loss, but you might be trying to get a better risk to reward, you could use that 2 minute or wait for a better one to be created on like the 3 minute. If it's doing that. Hmm. Yeah, this is what I want. I want it to create a good 4 minute in here. Look at this. This would be way better. This would be a good one now. As long as we don't reduce it in size by trading more up, and we confirm this with a closure. Because yeah, it seems like ES is wanting to sweep this. What is this? Accumulation. Gonna get rid of that 2 minute one because I don't think that's valid. I would still take this top one. If nothing else happens now, I would still take that top one. As opposed to everything. But yeah, if we do get a 4 minute, I'll take that 4 minute because this 4 minute one is larger in size than that 2 minute one. And I personally think a larger fair value gap is more important than a higher time frame fair value gap. As long as we're looking lower time frame, right? If you're comparing a 15 minute to a daily, that's not fair. This is okay though. We might just be seeking 50%. I mean, we've touched the overlapping PD array right now, which is that high with that fair value gap. In 2 minutes, we'll have our new inverse. Okay, 16 seconds, and then this fair value gap has been confirmed, and that will be the inverse I will take as of right now. We're just sort of waiting for everything to finish its retracement, it seems. Okay, if that's the low, let's calculate our risk. Okay, times 20. This is a good closure on ES for this 5-minute candle. I'm looking. See for YM's respecting the order blocks. Good closure. There's a tiny 5-minute fair value gap. Kind of expecting this candle maybe have a small power 3, but I would prefer to just go up now and not close below this low essentially. But it doesn't matter what I want. The market will do what it wants. I think on our peak viewers, we had 3 viewers at one time. Oh no, for many different times throughout this stream. But it's crazy. We're looking to take an entry in, and there's now only one. Big man thing. Whoever's in it, top G, bro. Top G. You're gonna catch some W's. Oh, here's a pet peeve, yeah? Bro, for anyone watching right now or in the future, pet peeve. If someone is checking Nvidia and they're trying to talk about how, and they're an ICT trader, right? Checking Nvidia and trying to talk about how they think this is going to happen and this is going to happen because Nvidia and Nvidia this and Nvidia that, right? Bro, that is the biggest, not necessarily red flag, because it's good to what they're doing in an extent, to an extent, but it's essentially they're just trying to show off. They're trying to do too much. They're trying to do the most, right? It's not necessary. It doesn't necessarily tell you anything that you need to know. More importantly than other markets, I suppose you could use it for some things, but you don't need it. Come on, man. It's taking its sweet time, bro. Where's that? Oh no, never mind. Here we go. This might be it. Might be what we need. It's possible that we could have another sweep, but I do kind of like where we are in price. So yeah, we'll have to see because we could sweep this low again. Mm, Alright, so there's another sweep of that low. This is like extra confluence now. I was more than happy with this 1 minute here because um of how this 1 minute was formed, and I suppose on the 2 minute it's more viewable. It's better to view it like that, but the actual pattern of this 2 minute here looks quite clean. All this is just better now though, because now we've got 1 minute SMT, right? So we're just adding higher probability scenarios to our trade. Deeper discount retracement, 1 minute SMT currently. Ooh. You know, I'll draw it out. It hasn't completely confirmed yet because you would like to see some kind of structure shift to then confirm it. I mean, look, that next candle could just... Ooh. Oh. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello there. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take that off because that was a bit premature. We need to see that confirmation. So confirmation would have looked something more like it needs to leave the area, right? Like you can't be drawing it after one candle. But it was kind of potential. Hmm. There's only almost 20 minutes left of my trading session that I want to do for this here. So I don't actually have that much opportunity to get involved in this trade if it doesn't do some kind of movement soon. Basically, within the next few candles, I need it to reverse, but I'm starting to think that it's seeking a deep discount of like 50%, right? I don't know if it's hit it yet. Okay, so it did just hit it. No, it hasn't. Soon. There we go. So it's touched it now. Is this the catalyst it needed? As well as that breakout? Has it touched the... No, not quite yet. Might... There we go. So it has touched the top of that breaker now. And it's touched A30. That 15-minute gap. Is he going to touch that? There's a 15-minute volume imbalance, so it's touched that. Jesus Christ. Yo. So within the next how many candles? Like within the next like 3 candles, I need this to close completely above. So I need a lot out of price right now. Otherwise I might have to leave this due to time. Because if time doesn't align, even I don't care that much if it wants to then move here in this time, lunch, or just late 11 o'clock. It's not my model. Let's get rid of this. It looks a little bit messy. We've got to keep remeasuring fair value gaps because it might create a lower one that's bigger. That would have been our saving grace, but it didn't. In fact, it might be creating, depending on how this candle closes now, a 5-minute at the bottom. I would take that 5-minute at the bottom as long as we get that. So the minimum I need out of this fair value gap is that. Essentially, I've just done some like small measurements. There we go. This candle can't come up to more than this top bit, bottom of that box. Otherwise, that 4 minutes still valid then. But I will take that 5-minute, which then means that I've got 2 candles to get an inverse out of that. I'm not sure what's likely. Yo. At this point, I've got to reevaluate the 15-minute charts to make sure we're not bearish, bro. That's crazy. No, I do assume that it's just a deep retracement. This entire range is our breakout, so as long as we're working in here and close, we're fine. A closure down here would not look clean at all. Don't want to see that at all. YM just touched a 15-minute fair value gap. Yes, 5-minute. Crazy. Yo, by the way, yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Anyone shorting here has to be one of the riskiest trades I've ever seen. We've got all the time frames in alignment for bullish price action. We're in not deep discount, but we're in discount of the dealing range. We've just touched our 15-minute breaker, fair value gap, order block. Yeah, midnight price open, as well as we're still inside our reclaimed order block. Like, yo, oh, that's red flags, bro. Selling anything in here is spooky. Alright, 24 seconds. I'm just gonna draw that. So that's my new. This is a late session, you know. Like he is running deep into the time. Yo. That is some deep discount now. I'm starting to consider that this was all a manipulation and that we will trade lower. I think by the PM, we'll know for sure what will happen. Damn, we're really not getting what we want. It's being plain hard to get now. I've got 7 more minutes until I'm done. It's very unlikely in 7 minutes this candle completely changes and then that next candle inverses. So I doubt that. That's really unfortunate. I thought there'd be a trade for me. It's just how this moved between these two sessions. It couldn't have happened faster. I'm sure there'll be some kind of trade now though between this time frame. Not even that long, but maybe like this. There'll be some kind of movement you can capitalize on, either on like a retracement sell, or it's gonna completely respect this and then you can catch your longs. Oh, man. We actually created such nice price action on the 4 hour, hourly, 15 minute. I'm still quite confident about this idea of this entire like zone holding. If not, I suppose today was the craziest manipulation day I've seen in a while. Okay. Right, this 5 minute candle needs to be a monster. Basically, if this candle doesn't close above this inverse, it's done. But if you don't mind trading till 12, 100% wait till 12. I just don't think I will. It's not power morals. Oh, you need a fan nowadays. It's just so hot. Yeah. Okay, this is not something I'm going to be a part of because it's just clearly still dropping. It's potentially going to take sell side, but I'm not gonna say that actually because there's so much evidence for buy side just as much as this is dropping. It don't matter that much. I can't really explain what I'm trying to say. Right, like look, it might look like it's gonna try and drop and take sell side in these lows. It could, but there's a lot more evidence still to suggest that it could respect this by the time the candle closes and we trade higher. I just Well, unfortunately, we didn't get a trade today. I really thought we would. So I've ended the week. Oh no, I haven't ended the week just yet because I'm gonna on the PM session. If I get a trade, I'll post it, and then I'll show my account stats for the week. I'll send it in my Discord because every Friday I send the statistics of my account. Alright, I'm gonna dip. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. I hope maybe people learned something or had a bit of fun. Thanks for being here. Take care. Peace. Skirt, skirt.